would have had to walk past it. So a large population of South Australia would know this. Would have seen this, would have seen Ramalosa depicted as a plant of Kangaroo Island. And as I said, I even met Chelajetic, and he told me that he thought he'd seen it after a bushfire at the far northwestern end of thing, which is basically where I found the plant, basically up that end region of the island. Though I don't think I found it when there was a bushfire, no. So, there was a bushfire a few years later, and I wish I got kicking myself we couldn't go back. But whenever, there are lots of bushfires over there too. There's always, every few years, there's a bushfire up that end of the island sort of thing. So, it's very prone to bushfire. And I implore people to get over there and find out. It's the most rotundifolia looking Whitticry, as you know, it's a member of the Stolonifera complex as far as we know, from the grooves on the leaves, and the most speciating group within many of the WA sundews or things. So, and then of course, Brian Denton showed me this thing that Larry had done on the forms of Stolonifera, and there was Drossa purpurescens in there, and I made the link with that to, okay, there was obviously stuff like purpurescens that had come across, and had it got onto Kangaroo Island, and we've got Drossa Whittaker on the mainland, you got all these other things, and there's island ecology, and then there's one over in Flinders Chase that's the most rotundifolia looking like Stolonifera whittigri form you could probably think. And I don't know, I think it's good enough for subspecies status, but I'm not really a splitter or if it looks like a filiformis, it's probably a filiformis. If it looks like a banata, it's probably a banata. You know what I mean? Like it's a variation. If it looks like somewhere between filiformis and banata, well, then therefore it should be a new species sort of thing. I'm one of those sort of things. If I can tell that it looks like a Drossa indica, it's going to be Drossa indica something else, If it looks like a banana, it's going to be Drossa banata something else. If it looks totally different, well, then that's when you give it a totally different name, sort of thing, as I said, science is about showing, not about proving. So that's why it's how it looks. If it looks different, well, then you give it a different. If it doesn't look differently, if you can tell instantly that it's an indica, or it's a banata, or it's a filiformis, well, then it's got to be a subspecies, surely. All this splitting, just to get someone's name on it, or degrees up to somebody who's almost dead. I always thought the rule was you're supposed to be put on names of people who've already died. You couldn't, I don't know. It's just sort of all these social politics. The rules of the social politics seem to pale away when it comes to, as I said, it's a bit like not getting the date stamp. You got these rules and they don't apply to themselves. Spouting